So what are some of the Homestead Ladies Spartans' keys to success for this season?
This season, our keys to success are defense and being able to finish games out strong and always staying focused during each game and taking one game at a time.
Okay. And you guys obviously have a big target on your back. The last couple of seasons have been really successful. How do you guys handle that?
We handle it by just staying calm and doing what we do. We just got to stay focused and not worry what others think about us and just do what we need to do on the court.
And what is the focus in practice leading up to the first game?
Our focus in practice is defense. Defense is key to any game. Defense wins games, and defense, you need stops to win games.
What are some of the Lady Spartans' goals for this season?
Well, obviously our biggest goal is to win the state championship, but we also want to win the SAC tournament and win the SAC. And to do that, we just got to do what we do and focus on our goals, obviously.
Anything else you'd like?
Some of our goals are to be SAC champions, again, the holiday tournament and both all season, to take one step at a time in the postseason and try to get that state championship.
So you guys obviously have a big target on your back after the last couple of really successful seasons.
Right.
How are you guys handling that?
Our coach always tells us we want the target on our back rather than us trying to get someone else. But we know that we're always going to get everyone's best shot, which is exactly what we want because we know that's going to make us only better. So just continue to push each other and thrive off having the target on our back.
And what are some of the things that you are looking to improve on in practice?
Defense is definitely one of our big goals this year. We're going to be playing some incredible teams, and so we definitely have to lock up on defense and really focus on that. And because our offense is definitely going to thrive off our defense.
What are some of the biggest keys to success for you guys as a season?
Some of the biggest keys to success for us, I think, is going to definitely be leadership. And our young kids coming up and taking a big role, and just being confident and going out there and playing like we know we can, and just staying confident, continue to work hard, and never be satisfied with where we are.
And so you guys got your schedule last week. Who do you have on the calendar?
We definitely have Carmel, Lawrence North, Simeon Academy. We go to Ohio during the winter break, so those are definitely some really big games, and then definitely some big SAC games this year that we have definitely checked on our list, and so we just have to take one game at a time, and but we're definitely looking forward to all those big games ahead of us.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, sounds good.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Our biggest keys are working together. I think that's one of our strengths, and we're really focusing on details like our defense, setting good screens, getting the ball to the open person, and really working hard.
And how do you handle having a big target on your back this season after such a successful season last year?
We always talk about that target, and we like having it. We work toward having that target, and that's something that we pride ourselves in having. So we come out every game knowing we're going to get people's best effort, and making ourselves bring our best effort because they're giving us theirs.
And what is the focus in practice leading up to the opening game this season?
Our focus is definitely our defense, doing all the little things, and obviously our offense is pretty decent. We have a pretty good scoring, but if you can't play defense, then the scoring doesn't only speak for itself. So our goal is to lock down and really be a tough defensive team this year.
And what are your goals as a team this season?
Our goals are definitely a conference championship. The SAC is really strong, and that's always been a goal of ours. And also the holiday tournament in the SAC, and then obviously making a good run in the tournament. Last year we had a kind of devastating loss in the semi-state, and definitely getting back to a state championship would be one of our main goals.
And so you guys just got your schedule out?
Yes.
So who do you have circled on your calendar?
What was the last one?
Who do you have circled on your calendar?
Well, we have a lot of indie schools coming, so we're playing Lawrence North, Carmel, some big schools like that. We're also playing Simeon Academy out of Chicago, so that should be a good game. We have them at home. And then Heritage Christian and Notre Dame Academy out of Toledo. Those should also be good games. And we're going up to the Classic of the Country this year in Ohio, and we're hoping to get some good competition there as well.
improve, each and every game, each and every practice, make sure that, through the season that we continue to work hard and that we defend the basketball real well is going to be one of our big goals. We're really trying to set that standard tonight and as we move forward.
And so this season, you guys obviously have a big target on your back. How are you guys handling that?
Well, we know that we have a pretty good basketball team this year, and the expectations are high. So the big thing is we're very upfront, and we talk about those expectations. And I think it's something you don't want to, all of a sudden show up and be nervous and scared. So we address them both mentally and physically, and the schedule sets up really well for us this year to play in a lot of big basketball games where we're going to have to be at our best if we're going to be successful.
And what are some of the things that you are focusing in on in practice to get ready for the first game?
Well, right now, especially early in the year, is fundamentals. We need to set a foundation for what we do, little things, the screening, the rebounding, our timing, just all the little things that are very important for Homestead basketball so that as the season goes on, we can really build upon those. And when we start playing, I think on about 8 or 9 different times this year, we play a Friday, Saturday night. So it's going to be quick turnovers in our scouting reports, and so we're going to have to assume the kids have the fundamentals down so that we can apply a game plan in a short amount of time.
What are some of the goals for your Spartans?
Well, there are several goals. The first one just got to start with we want to get better. There are a lot of expectations. We have to enjoy the journey the entire season. But, I think it really starts with we want to repeat as SAC champions. I mean, that's a goal. We hope to have some success in the holiday tournament again. And then when you get to the postseason, you got to make sure you take it one game at a time. And obviously we want to hopefully get a sectional championship. And if we can do that, then we'll move forward and hopefully make a deep run in the tournament.
And what are some of the games that you guys as a team have circled on your calendar that you guys have to play?
Well, with the schedule we have, there's many of them. We've got 5 out-of-state games this year against teams that are at the top of their state or if not nationally ranked. Heritage Christian, Carmel, Lawrence North. Several of them then, down from the Indianapolis area, Greenfield Central are going to be big games. So all of those, each have their own excitement level, their own, emphasis of a big game. But then, obviously, as I mentioned at the beginning, it's the SAC. And there are 4 or 5 teams in the SAC that I think are much improved from last year. They were very young basketball teams. And I think each and every one of those 9 games is exciting because they're conference games.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, it's good.